This is good. All right. I think we're going to do it like this. Okay. So I am going to be explaining everything from just the normal, regular person crowd control that's going to be doing. So most important things to set up here, we have 4 corrosive projections. We actually have 6. Overkill is the best kind of kill. So that's just fine. And I see Akaroh is actually... Akaroh, are you using the... Are you using a budget Trinity build with rejuvenation? Oh, also...
Yep.
It's worth noting. Oh, no, you already dragged everybody down. Wonderful. Yep. All right, awesome. And then, Freezer, are you... What Trinity build are you on? You're on Bless? Okay, cool. This should work out fine, then.
Tim, why did you ping me to a doggo? That's not how this works.
All right. So, with that, let's get started.
There's a time-limited mission alert available. Check
So, I'm going to be leading.
Yes. Well, you're going to be the bomb carrier. I'll be explaining what all my role is doing.
Okay.
But you're just going to be marking, like, the appropriate spots. So we'll figure out what number you are, and that'll be leader number. Because obviously...
Spoiler alert, I'll be 8.
Now. Fresh
Tell
from
me
JV
now.
type, nice. Ugh. I'm glad I fashion framed this Rhino. He looks real nice. Anyway, Mittens, it seems like you loaded in right away.
He's totally 8 though.
I am 8.
Yeah, you are 8.
I told you.
Alright.
Oh, that's my glyph.
You all good, Mittens?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, Mittens is leading the way. I'm going to explain all the mechanics as we come to them that a crowd control player will need to know. Being affected by volt speed, you're not normally going to be this fast without a volt. These are button doors, 2 buttons on either side. Any combination of 2 buttons will open them. Make sure and be nice and let everybody get in. So now everybody is through. EV is going to be healing us up with energy by EVing the enemies, like that, which is going to allow me to stun everyone in the area. And then leader will usually mark a door. But I'll you know what, I'll handle the marking. I'll be handling the marking, but these are the markings you're going to see. It's usually going to be the star icon. So we're heading to this door first. We're going to have to do this 4 times in the first area. As a crowd control player, you're always being courteous and opening the door for everyone. Akaroh. There we are. Then Akaroh is going to be sticking to Mittens and trying to give Mittens the most energy possible. Alright, this is the first injector. This is defended by 4 terminals. The 4 terminals in this area are 2 in the front and 1 on the end of each bridge. They glow, so you'll know which ones you need to hack. The bomb carrier is worrying about everything in order to, like, destroy this, so I'll go over that in that video. But for now, I'm just going to be showing where these all are. One's right here, and one is right over there where Jacob is. So, yeah. Now the bomb's down, it's exploded, and you can see that this is destroyed. So with that, we can move back to the middle area and be good. It's worth noting I am spending more time explaining where things are, and normally I would be pressing 4 more than I am currently. It's also useful if you're just a random, like, crowd control guy. Mark enemies that are crowd controlled, as it's useful for EV to always have a target. But in this case, we're going this way next. Buttons, make sure everybody can go through. All right, we're all good. Crowd control this area. Here we have 1 button here. 1 button is right there where Bugly is. The 3rd button is right there. And the 4th button is right here. And it's worth noting that all of these have an orange wire leading to them from the thing you're trying to destroy. So they're very easy to find if you forget where they are. So that's worth noting.
I should be able to pick this up, I hope.
I just picked it up. There's an item star over there.
Okay, I can pick it up.
Okay, good. Alright, shields down on this. We are, that's wrapped, that's destroyed, we can head back now.
Sorry, I saw an amber.
That's fine.
There's an amber star over there.
Alright, back in the main room.
Also trying.
Yeah, for this run, me as a crowd control player, I'm not worrying about anything else that's happening other than what I need to be doing. For this one, it's worth noting you don't have to press any of the buttons to get in. The door is just automatically open, and as long as you don't press any of the buttons, so it's don't hit any buttons on this one, just let everyone walk through. However, if 2 buttons are pressed at any given time while everyone's walking through here, you will need to do it as it resets them. Jacob, what you doing? Jacob.
Getting stuck. I'm on my way.
Jacob. All right. Anyway, let's move on.
Ow.
Okay,
Bitch.
in this area, first one is right down here, hanging by a wire. On the far right here, and one we have right there where freezer is, and the final one is way in the back right here. Also, you'll notice I'm refreshing my 2 as needed for survival purposes. And this one's all done. Good job, everybody. While not telling where rare reinforced can spawn, this is a guide. That's an extra thing. Somebody will notice it. Okay.
Speaking of which,
there we go. That's opened up. All right. Moving on, we have the final part of part 1, which is over in that direction. And now we're all good.
God, I love
My bad.
Nova.
I hit the second button by accident. I thought I jumped over it. There we go. All right, everybody can go through now. All right, this is the final and easiest one. All the buttons are right next to each other. So 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, 1 off to the right. Very easy to get to. Yeah. And then they're about to blow that up whenever the bomb is finished charging. And you can see the progress of the bomb on the top left of the screen. That's pretty much it for part 1. Pretty simple. Very, very simple role as crowd control. Not a big deal. So that'll complete part 1. There's no extraction.
Oh man,
All right.
nobody came over here.
All right, so part 1 complete.
Excellent work. We've got him on the run. Chase him down and deliver.
All right. Wait for everybody to load in here. And while you're doing that, you can come up here and check for a rare crate, which there is one. It's actually reinforced. So these appear relatively frequently in the raid. We've got a 60-minute credit booster, detonite injector, some endo, and a bunch of credits. Not bad. Moving on, we can actually begin with part 2. So now we have buttons. This button room is like complicated, but it's basically just Simon Says. So it's complicated at first, but you'll get the hang of it really easily. So basically this screen right here is going to display a Grineer number. That number is turned on by hacking one of these 4 panels in one of the corners of the room. That panel is random, so whichever one is lit up is going to be the one. Hack that, a number appears. This is a Grineer number, but just match that with the symbol on a button, and then get on the button. It'll turn blue, and then don't get off the button. That's all there is to it. As a crowd control player, I'm going to be hitting 4 a lot to stun everyone in the AoE, and EV is going to keep me filled up on energy. So that's kind of the gist of it. Along with that, if you can, then always be sure to hack the panel when you see it. But every time you hear that screen go on, and there is a noise for it, as you just heard there, always be checking to see if you can get on a button. And it's usually a race to see who can get on it the fastest, basically.
I was right next to it.
And once you're on it, the correct course of action is to die on the button if you have to, as long as you don't get off the button. Aside from that, just crowd control all the things. and kill any enemy that can knock you off the button, such as a shield lancer, or a bombard, or a scorpion. For Rhino, there's really not much risk of this because of your iron skin making you CC immune, but it can still happen, and make sure and still definitely kill those enemies. And everyone in the squad is being very diligent about getting on the buttons ASAP, so everyone's doing a very good job. Alright, this one's on, so I'll be hacking this. Now we have that one, which is right there. I'll be getting on this one. Just walk gently onto the button. You don't need to jump, you don't need to do slam attacks, no fancy shit. Just walk on and hang out. That's all that needs to happen. And then the rest of the squad will be working on hacking and getting on the buttons. It's worth noting because Akaroh is our EV. Usually EV is on second to last or last. So as EV, you have to worry about getting on the buttons last and can more so focus on just making sure everyone has energy. You can use focus abilities while you are on the button. So keep that in mind if you're wondering. Useful tip for being on button, you can block with melee to prevent being knocked down. Don't know about that interaction with Scorpion. Yeah, you can block with melee to get rid of some of the knockdowns, but in general it's going to be more effective to, like, if you're a crowd control warframe, you need to be like doing your stomp and stuff, and that's going to be more so what's going to keep you on your button, is making sure everyone in a very large, in this case 60-meter area around you, has nothing to do with you. Can you hop out as operator? You can, but that is not something you should do. Also, as you can see, because we have the Nova slow going, that plus the Rhino Stomp is like immense crowd control. Yeah, exactly, Ein. It's usually better just to kill on sight dangerous enemies. Napalm I would also consider to be dangerous, but when they're super stunned, matters a little less.
I still kill them.
Yeah. Like, definitely kill them when you have the opportunity to. But things like the Elite Lancer and the Troopers and stuff, they don't need to die. They're taking up spawn slots for the enemy that are not dangerous to pushing you off a button, so not a big deal. And basically, we're just waiting for all of the 8 slots to be filled. Which... Akaroh, seems like you're up now. Who are we missing?
Zerg's also not on.
Oh, there we go. Zerg, you need to go hack a button. Heck or Vacor Heck is the question. Vacor Heck is better, requires more work. That's why I'm showing the regular Heck for this, as it is a very minimum build. What's the range on your Rhino Stomp? 62.5 meters, I believe is what it is. Alright, that one's up. And that's the one right next to me. I'm going to mark it and make it easy to see. Always, even if a button is marked, however, always triple check. Always worth the triple check. There goes on, and then finally we have Akaroh, who's going to hack and then jump on real quick. Just did my first Banshee Hydra on focus grind. Holy crap, you weren't kidding. 75k on a 20-wave run. Ooh, that's really good. I've never gotten 75k. Most I've gotten is 60. What was your group? Just because I'm curious. There we go. All right, now we're done with this part, which means we can proceed through this big main door here. I am, however, going to mark this enemy for EV so that everybody can get some energies. And Akaroh is doing a wonderful job as EV. Akaroh is using the Budget EV build. Oh, another rare. Good shit. So everybody will get that as they're coming by as long as they have vacuum, which, you know. Mantis engines, wonderful. Okay, so this is the Hijack. In the Hijack, what's going to happen is there's going to be a buddy system. You and one other person, doesn't matter who, are going to be ass to ass, and they're going to get on these buttons. You can do exclamation LOR map in the chat to get the map, and for those of you that are watching the VOD, I'm going to put that in the description of the video if you want the map of all where the buttons are. But the first two are right here, and right here. Two people per button. That turns off the electricity. You only need one person per button, but 2 per button is for safety. So, with that, Jacob is our driver. He'll be driving the bomb. No one get near him. Your focus is getting on the buttons and crowd controlling everybody. So, let's begin. Should be very easy. EV is, of course, giving everyone energy while EV is getting on buttons and all that business. Yeah, I'm going to be pointing out where all the buttons are, of course, but the map is just extra help.
Worth noting, I will also be marking where the electricity ends.
Yep.
It's very helpful to know that because it lets you know if you can move on sooner.
Yep. Okay, so right here on the left is our first button. Then we have our second button in the first corner here. And our third button is up top on this little veranda where me and Mittens are going to be hanging out. That shit right there where you saw Mittens got hit by a bombard, that shit is exactly why there are 2 motherfuckers on each button.
I had no idea if that was you or if that was the bombard. Because I heard your passive go off.
But as you can see over there, Freezer and Akaroh are big friends down there. Bugly and Dying are big friends. And we have Jacob that is driving. There's 1 extra person, which is fine. You can have 3 people to a button. Extra safety. Everybody's crowd controlling.
So far, so good. Keep moving the train.
Yeah, obviously there was no danger in Mittens getting knocked off that early. But that exact shit is the reason why you do multiple people on a button for safety, especially in a nightmare situation. Which, by that I mean nightmare LOR, of course. Okay, for this room, very easy. 1 button on the left, 1 button on the right. Super simple stuff. It's worth noting when there are Arctic XMI.
Protect this core.
This one's in the wall.
There is much we
Get up. Alright, he's dead.
Alliance are powered.
Yeah, Arctic XMI are a pain in the ass. Always kill them. Alright, and we are past the electricity. The next area has 6 buttons. 3 of them are correct at any given time. And it's very important to remember which ones. First one is on the right inside this closet. 2 people will need to be on that one. First one is on this side of the cliff where Bugly is. And the third one for the first part is right behind this tower. It's also worth noting that the Group Strike 3 are going to show up here. Usually that will be taken care of by one of the players in the party. Usually Nova is very, very good at taking those guys out. But anybody can do it, and they're going to show up and harass you on the buttons regardless. So,
I'm on my way.
yeah. And we are past the first electricity, so everyone can move on. So from this button, you move down the stairs to the button that is adjacent with yours. People who are in that closet move on to the opposite corner closet, and people that are on that side of the cliff move to this side of the cliff. Also, Vahek is a big, annoying piece of shit who is going to do magnetic procs and shit.
There are more G3.
I killed 2.
Up there's the other
There's
one.
the third one. He's dead. Those guys are going to drop rare mods. Always wait until the core is safe. You'll have plenty of time. So, core is moving up.
2 friends. 2 friends. 2 friends. Okay,
Yep.
I'll be the odd man out.
You can switch with Akaroh if you'd like so that they can go around in EV.
Sure thing.
EV is usually the one that will stay off the button so that they can give energy to everybody. But is by no means, like, required. Alright, and now we're in the clear, so you can go around and collect all the loot. Usually Groostrag are going to drop, like, the Brack parts, rare mods, etc., etc. Yeah, all that business. And also, we need to see if there's a rare crate, which there's usually a rare crate over here in this closet sometimes, right here in that corner. Yeah, like, we got, like, Hell's Chamber and stuff from this.
Bugly, where are you?
So now we're good to dunk it, now that everybody's gone around and grabbed all this stuff.
Alright, let me go get it
So
real
yeah,
quick.
that part 2 went about as well as it could have. Like, we have very high health on the Fomorian core still, and all that business. Didn't hit the electricity at all. In regular LOR, if you hit the electricity, it's not a huge deal. Just make sure you fix it ASAP, as it will do a lot of damage. But in Nightmare LOR, hitting any electricity with the core is an instant failure. Just
Bugly,
so
please.
you're aware. Also, all these fireworks. Many fireworks.
But we must return to our purpose. Heck has retreated to Phobos. Track him down.
Ever has been asked, but will this be saved anywhere? Yes, this specific run is actually going to be uploaded to my channel on YouTube. as a guide for the specific build that I'm using, which is my Zero Forma Rhino build. Yeah, Mantis engines, a couple of detonite injectors, some rare mods, split chamber, Hell's chamber. Good stuff. When does planes drop? I do not know. They changed it? Oh, wait. They changed it, not an instant fail anymore? Now it's like a 2-hit fail? Ooh. Alright. Fair enough.
Still ain't.
Yeah, that's still rough, but I'm happy they changed it from an instant fail. That might be a bug, though. You know what? I might ask Reb about that. Anyway, so this is part 3. So you might be tempted to go straight towards the objective, but we're looking for rare crates. So fan out and find the rare crate. There's usually 1, there's sometimes 2 before the boss fight, so there's no reason not to go looking for them. And if you've got a heck, obviously you can just kind of handle enemies that you run into. So, in the interest of profit, we're going to look around and find some rare crates, hopefully. Nice, James. Wait, Jamel? Wait. Yes, Jamel. Okay.
I found 2 rares in the same room.
Oh, shit, don't break them. I haven't seen them right next to each other in forever.
Oh, I'm not going. Oh, shit. I didn't break them.
That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. All right, right next to each other, 30-minute credit booster, etc., etc. It's fine. Yeah, these are both in the same room. 1 reinforced, 1 regular. This the 2 right next to each other doesn't happen very often, but occasionally it does. So that's 4 rare crates this mission. So I don't think any more than 2 can spawn. There can be also Ayatan sculptures, so there's that.
Yeah,
but
Hey, Amber Star.
all right, and an Amber Star. All right, well, I'll take that. And that's right before the boss room. Okay. So this is the boss room. Basically, the bomb carrier is going to be trying to put a bomb in these silos. There are 5 of them total. Evie is going to be giving everyone energy. Somebody walk into the boss room. Let's get started. Basically, I'm crowd control, so I'm crowd controlling the enemies. And also, I'm helping get these doors open. In this case, this is the blue wire door. So, as a new player, I'd be following this, the blue wire along, and hitting the blue button. This, in turn, if you get both of them, will open the blue door, which will let the bomb carrier get in there and blow it up.
Don't kill me, don't kill me.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
if you're new, always just follow the wire from the door to the button you need to be on. It is the safest way to get on it. And obviously, you can see Akaroh is on green wire, actually. It's confusing for new players, but it's not a big deal. Eventually, you'll get the hang of it. Yeah. And that exploded, so we're done with that one. Moving on to this one, which is red wire, although it doesn't look very red until it's lit up, as you can see. And you can just follow this right back where you need to go and hit the button. And then that door is open. If the buttons are already pressed, you can just focus on crowd controlling or whatever else you have to do. And you can see bomb carrier is taking that in and blowing it up. Along with that, if you have any focus abilities like I have Azurin on right now, activate that in the interim, I suppose. So that one is going to be blown up in a second. So we're moving on to the green wire. And if you'll remember, we saw the green wire over here. So yeah, you don't have to absolutely memorize where these are, but eventually it'll become second nature if you run the raid enough. And Bugly has this one down, so I'm just going to get to the middle of the map and focus on crowd controlling some more.
Wait, Bugly has the bomb this time? Oh, no.
No, Bugly's on the button. Yeah, Mittens is getting the bomb and all that business, and I'm just getting this crowd control on. It's worth noting there is a reset state to this if you let enemies get in and hack these panels, which is why I'm coming to the middle of the map to drop crowd
Someone
control.
get on and off. There you go, thanks.
There you go. All right. Mittens is dropping that in there. All right, Mittens is now done with green, so we can move on to the white wires, which, like I said, you can just follow these back, and I'll get on this one. So this one's now done. It's really convenient that these light up, so you always know if you've got the right one just by following it from where you can see them. Alright. And there's the bomb carrier spawn.
Up.
That's fine.
Zerg picked it up.
Yep. Zerg grabbed the bomb. That's fine. Probably has enough energy to charge it up. The bomb carrier is not, like, restrictedly the only one carrying the bomb. It's just their main purpose. There we go. And Zerg, if you're not aware, it's switch weapons to drop. All right, there you go. You're good. All right, so that one's all done now, and now we're moving on to the final black wire, which we have the button right up here for us. Epic! Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. So Miz is going to take that in and blow it up, and then we just have to kill Hijack, which is going to be incredibly easy. Turns out 8-10-0, even if you're under-geared, very, very simple to kill Hijack. So he's going to drop down right here where I marked, and if you've got a shotgun, just get close and murder him. Volt shields help with damage, shoot through those, do whatever you got to do. He's going to die very, very quickly. And he's dead. So super simple. With 8-10-0 in a mission, damage output is not a problem. Also, always remember, sacrifice yourself to the fires of RNG. Oh god, no. No. I went over it. No. That's okay.
No, Bugly. No.
You healed me. You healed me. No.
I must die.
Victory is mine. So yeah, that's LoR. Very simple with this. Arcane Rage, I haven't seen that one in forever. A couple more detonate injectors. Also, a little over 400k credits. A nice reward there.
Fucking rezzing me. That's why we didn't get Avenger. Oh,
All right.
I feel
There
so
we are.
offended.
Yeah, we did get one of the rare ones. But yeah. So once again, this is the build. For anyone that is new, this is very new user friendly. Regular Rhino, rank 30, no Forma. Yeah, super effective in the raid. No troubles. Kinda useless, but rare. Yeah. But yeah, and then shotgun build for anyone who just watches this video, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully that helped. That seems like a good spot. All right. Back to the regular stream. So yeah, that will go up as a highlight, as a guide for that build. I think it went pretty well. Later, dying. Yeah, everyone did very well. Good job, everybody. Okay, now I'm gonna do